Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of Van Life Drama. No? Wrong video title? Okay, wrong video title. Okay, first, I have not decided what the title of this video will be, but it will be something about looking at the inverter, and it will be something about updating you guys on the van and the power system in the van. If you saw the other videos, I've done a couple or one or two or something like that. But my Blue Eddy, another Blue Eddy died. Okay, so we've dealt with that, and I've already went through. You can roll back and watch that video if you want to. Maybe I can link to that up here. We'll see how things work out in post-production. But they gave me a partial refund out on that, and they said, "Here, you go find somebody who can fix it." Problem is that you're in the Philippines. You're not going to find someone who has the skills to fix electronics. There are a couple people that do small TV repair and stuff like that, and I took it around to a couple places, and they don't even want to look at it, won't touch it. They're like, "It's a what?" No, they don't want anything to do with it. I think, honestly, they're more replacing components, like a TV board goes out, something like that. They can swap a board out. As far as getting down to the module level and things like that to test, actually troubleshoot. And electronics, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of the systems are the same regardless. I just don't think they have the skills. But anyway, so needless to say, we scrap the battery out and recycle the battery, reuse the battery, junk the system. And the sad thing is, it's probably a 15-30 cent transistor or resistor or something like that. And I don't have the skills, and no one else has the skills to figure it out. So it's probably something simple like that, and it's in the trash because nobody has the skills to do it. So that is where we are. So that brings us to today. And the problem here is that almost everything you buy that you can purchase here is junk. It's low quality. It's not good. The reason I bought the Blue Eddy is looking for a little higher quality. I've had trouble with Blue Eddy personally, but the majority of their products have to be doing okay because their business is growing and they're coming out with all these new things and stuff like that. I do have uneasy feeling because of bad history with them, but that's just me. So I put my feelings aside, and I felt that Blue Eddy would be a safer power supply for that instead of building my own system because I don't trust the quality of things here. And the end result ends up being the same. So we're trying to build a system for this van, DIY, component level system, not a solar generator. And if you watched one of my last videos that just came out, you'll see that I got a bad charge controller, and you can watch that video on that. Just go back and look at the playlists, things like that. You can see that, but you can see that was no good. So that means that gets sent back. And here's the deal here, okay? You can't buy that stuff at a store here. It's all bought online, which means you have to wait for it to be shipped. A lot of the stuff is coming from China, Japan, wherever it's coming from. It comes from another country, it goes through export customs, and then it gets sent to the Philippines, and then it goes through import customs to figure out if you have duties, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. After it's released by customs in the Philippines, then it gets mailed to me. So sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes a month to get a product. So when you have a product that goes bad, you're waiting all that time to get the product, and then you have to deal with the manufacturer, the seller, to get the return, refund, whatever, approved. So there's another week, and then you have to figure out what to get next and order that. And then the process starts over, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. So one bad solar controller, one bad component can set you back a month, literally a month, easy. Just trying to do anything. You could, a couple of bad components, a 1 week van build takes you half a year. Maybe that's why they don't do stuff like this here. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because I'm not going with the flow because there is no flow. Anywho. Let's take a look at this inverter that's going to be somewhere in the thumbnail picture for this video. Let's look at that inverter now. Okay, so this video initially starts off as I am filming this to show you the new van build. And let's see where things go. The inverter is at the bottom of the screen. It's installed, so let's go ahead and put a small 600 watt load on this and let's see how she does. Houston, I think we have a problem. to give you some kind of idea, this is what a month-long delay on a van build looks like. And since there's nothing else to do, let's go ahead and take it apart and see what makes it tick or smoke. Initial cursory inspection shows me that these black capacitors are involved in this problem one way or another. So let's look them up online. This is the first page on Google. It's not promising. So the internet doesn't think these capacitors are a very good brand. And I am just touching the different components to feel if anything feels hot to the touch. To be fair, we don't know that these are really the cause, but this is a close-up picture of one. And we are restarting the system with no load, just to get an idea of what it does. Again, this is with no load. And it shows its power's on, but cooked, those are garbage. So it looks like it's deforming on the top, but not attached to the board very well. Not very good manufacturing. I don't know if that looks melted right here. I don't know. And here we're putting a very light load back on the system, and you can see it's already smoking again. This confirms where the initial smoke we saw. This confirms that it was from these. This unit has two cooling fans on the end, and we're going to test them now to see if they're functioning properly. Okay, you can see for yourself these fans are not functioning right. We don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg or the capacitor or the fan, but I do believe we have an overheating problem for some reason, and these fans don't seem like they're working like they should be. Dying, dead. One more test with a literal light load. So the flickering you see on the numbers on the inverter, that only appears in the video, and that has to do with 60 hertz rate on the electric impulse through the system not being in tune with the refresh rate on the camera, or something like that. That's just an LED light bulb, and this is already hot. That one's getting hot. That one's hot. That one's getting hot. And that's just enough voltage to power that little light bulb. So I put a 800 watt grinder on this thing, just kind of see what it does. I can't really see or hear the fans, so I'm putting my hands back there to see if there's any airflow from the fans in the back. But it does seem to be carrying a load, so I suspect that it's the an intermittent problem, failure with the fans, and that caused it to overheat and start cooking everything. But either way, it's going back to get a new one. Okay, so wrap things up. We've got the replacement inverter. We're still working on the system, trying to get everything set up. We hope that this one works better. I have not opened up this inverter, but it probably has the same questionable junky components inside, but it's what you can get here. You deal with what you can get. and you can't order something like this from like Amazon that was sent from America because the voltage is different. America, everything that you're running in a van is going to be 120 volts. Here it's 220, 240, whatever they want to call it. So some of the American stuff that I'm familiar with, you can't use it here. No good for anything. So that's another challenge on its own. But we're going to put this inverter through its paces, and hopefully we'll be able to report something back good on this thing. Maybe it was just a one-time bad one. I'm hoping, because it's just the time it takes to wait and wait and wait and wait to get it done. It's just like anywho, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, follow along, join my misery, join my journey, join, subscribe, like, share. All right, talk to you guys later.